So here we meet again, and as you can see on the screen, we are going to talk about continuous process improvement for work-life balance. Yes, so as I said earlier, that I am going to use certain industry concepts to make our lives much more easier, much more better. Let's talk about continuous process improvement. What is it that I'm going to talk to you about today? In very, very simple terms, we will not be talking a lot of theory, but we shall go around talking about all of these things that you can see on the screen right now. We will first try to identify the myths around work life balance. Yes, I will be addressing around six of those myths that we come across in terms of WLB. I will also take you towards Kaizen to improve our lifestyles for a better work life balance. We shall move ahead and talk about Lean Six Sigma, and then we'll discuss the life model template and try to address specific questions around it. So that is going to be my agenda, and let me quickly take you towards the myths. Now, while I was researching on work-life balance and I was trying to develop this signature program that I'm sharing with you today, I encountered a lot of myths, and I have, picked and chosen six of them, which almost all of us believe, almost all of us have come across. And let's try to burst those myths today. So myth number one says what? It says attaining balance is the goal. Nope. When you're trying to attain a balance, you're on a constant stress level. Have you seen that fulcrum, which keeps on trying to balance two things together? There is too much of pressure on the fulcrum, so I do not want that. I always say, so the first important thing is that work-life balance is not attaining a balance. It is rather integrating all of your chores, all of your tasks together. It's not the first thing. We are not superhuman beings. Even if we are superhuman beings, we still will be absolutely stressed out if we talk about this first myth, if we believe on the first myth. Come out, this is non-existent. And I'm saying this to you with all of my conviction. Come across to myth number two, which says more hours one work results in more value. I just don't know from where has this whole point come in. Very, very, very. I'm not getting that right word to say. I would say it's an unbelievable myth. We are all machines. Our human body is a machine. Every single organ in our body works like a machine. And like every machine needs an idle time, so does our body needs it. So does our brain requires it. Now, while doing my PhD in brain sciences, and I was able to understand that human behavior gets affected by what the brain is thinking, isn't it? Yes. And that is the reason we need to find out our most productive hours. You just cannot work all the time. Don't even try to do that. You are going to strain yourself, and eventually your productivity is going to go lesser. So it's not about number of hours that you're putting it's number of productive ideas that you're putting in. Are you able to identify that productiveness or that productivity time span that you have? If you're able to do that, you've done a good job. The third myth says work and life are two different things. How? A lot of my friends, they also say the same thing. So while researching, while talking to a lot of people about work-life balance, I got to know that a lot of people come across and say the same thing. Work and life are not two different things. Work is a part of our life. Just as cultivating a hobby is, just like resting is, just like having fun with your family members and friends is. Similarly, work is just a part of our life. Let it be a part of your life. Do not make it a parallel life for yourself. Once we start to do that, we start to get that disbalance. And that is the reason why most of us face with that disbalance. Myth number four, everyone is in support of work-life balance. Of course, on an ulterior level, on a very superficial level, everybody is in support of work-life balance. But as soon as you start to attain it, you will require a lot of support from other elements also. So you are a working professional, you will require support for your work-life balance from your managers, supervisors, colleagues, peers, friends also. You are a homemaker, somebody who is the one responsible for developing the household. You will require support from your family members. Each one of us requires support from people. Though people come up and say that, yes, let's go and do some work life balance, that's just not happening. Think about it. Think about and find out those areas and places from where you can actually come up with your work life balance. I'm sorry. Myth number five, and that is something which everybody's affected these days. Great employee managers are available 24/7. Call me anytime. I'm right here. I am right at your disposal whenever you need me. These are some of the phrases which we all say. How can one be available 24/7? No. Please realize ideal time is very important. Rest is essential. That rest gives you energy, that rejuvenates you, that makes you feel better, that gives your brain that kind of oxygen and focus it requires. Therefore, we can't be available for 24/7. We can try to be available as much as we can, but 24/7? Oh, come on, who are we kidding? Nobody can, right? So no, great employer managers are not available 24/7. They identify that their timelines. They know how to segregate those timelines, and that's how they behave. So they are not available all the time. Myth number six talks about time management is the ultimate key to work-life balance. Now, I have in the course of my research also attended a lot of seminars and talks, and everybody, and I have really no problem in saying that, but everybody comes up and gives me that the grid, the very famous grid, and says, all right, so when you want to talk about work-life balance, tuck, 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 do this. Identify the urgent tasks, identify the important tasks, and then with that, make up that grid and follow it. But my problem is, I am unable to identify what is important and what is urgent or what is not so important. Because for me, if I am working, everything is important. Currently, me speaking with you is as important as my phone ringing by my side. Everything is important. So, how do I prioritize? So, time management is not the ultimate key to work life balance, but understanding of our tasks definitely is. Here, I will put a pause, let you ponder over it for some more minute, and then I come back with Kaizen. Take care, guys. Think about it, right? Meanwhile, when I return, we shall continue with our talk, which goes further with Kaizen now.